Hi Steve,
Yeah.
talking tonight after the defeat at the hands of Ilkeston. What's your thoughts on that?
It was going to be a game of two halves with the weather. It was quite a stiff breeze, and we had to contend with that in the first half, and we did. Went into the second half. Now, whether we've gone into it thinking that we had already got the points and we didn't have to do the work that we did in the first half, I think that probably could be a good analysis, but we didn't go about it the right way in the second half. Obviously, let a goal in from a corner, it happens. But it's disappointing because we haven't really created anything in free play. Yes, there was a penalty given to us, that made it reasonably close. But I think with what we've got, with the quality that we've got, there's no doubt about that. I'm not going to argue, that there isn't quality here, but we're not showing it enough.
And it was always going to be tough, obviously, with 10 at the end. Any news on Ronnie or too early?
Yeah, it does seem like he's probably going to go up to hospital and just get it confirmed about a rib break. I would say that would be a minimum, sort of 5-6 weeks. He's a tougher in his Ron. So if it's shorter than that, it wouldn't surprise me. But there's not an awful lot you can do. Bless him. I know he tried to stay on, but for all the well in the world, he couldn't stay on, and it just gave us that another sort of little negative in that second half that we just couldn't cope with.
And sort of like talking on the injury front, how are we doing with obviously Spiros was back today. How far away is Ed? And Bright's obviously a bit further away.
Bright's is a little bit further away than Ed. Ed's he's got his rehab's going really, really well. I would say that probably the end of the month, 2-3 weeks, and hopefully we've got him training. It's a difficult one. We're desperate to get him involved because he's such an important player, as with Brights, as with Spiros, and obviously when Muzz was out. But we've got to make sure that we have the longevity of keeping him for the whole season rather than sort of rushing him back, missing, in playing, and then obviously recurring an injury or whatever. So it is. It's one of them that we've got to be careful on. But hopefully Ed will come November he'll be back.
And is it a case now of just putting this one behind us and going again for next week and the trophy the week after?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's one of them. I'm disappointed. The lads done an awful lot right, especially in the first half in their attitude towards the game. But we switched off and let a Step 3 team have opportunities, and they took them. And we didn't create enough in that final third. Misplaced passes, misplaced crosses. It's a familiar story, really. We've got to get ourselves, sort of a little bit more free flowing, and take the shackles off in some ways, and when we've got an opportunity to do something positive, make sure we do.
Nice one. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Cheers. Thank you.